The old rabbit, as Norm said, must have been doing the Easter Bunny run. He didn't throw that belly very far. He was getting a bit tired, that fella. Mark Hurley, top knot off for him. It steps up the net. Beautiful style, that man. Tommy Wilson in round behind the ears for him. There's David Fagan, the master. Long blow already. Got a wee bit of a kicker there. Turning for the last side of David Fagan. He didn't come all the way down here for nothing. He decided last night he'd fly down to be with those good old friend John Huff. Beautiful job on that sheep. Drops it out the hole, in for number 2. Where's Dave Brooker? Just turning off the long blow for him. Eli Cummings down the far end. He's heading down the last side. Who's going to be the next man in? David whacks the belly wall off. Tommy Wilson, and he goes. Sheep number 2. We're going to have to get going, Rabbit. Top knot off for Dave Fagan. Up the neck he steps. Dave Brooker's in for his second sheep. Mark Hurley heads in. Wee bit costly, that sheep on stand number 1 for the Rabbit. Maybe. He's got a handpiece on there, that old handpiece from 1963, I think it is. Just keeps putting parts in it and fine-tuning it. Where are we at, Dave Fagan? There goes the belly, right into that nice line of wool there. We'll dock him a couple of points for that. Dave Fagan under the leg, down the last side, he shoots on sheep number 2. Who's closest to him? Tommy Wilson. Eli Cummings. Tommy turns to the last side. Dave Fagan drops that one out the hole. Cruises in for number 3. Good to see Sophie here taking a few photos today. Got a few photos of the last stand team earlier on in the season. You can have a read up about the old master a bit later on. Top knot off for Dave Fagan, up the neck. Tommy Wilson in for 3. Eli will drop his out. We'll see judges up on the board, ladies and gentlemen. They're looking for second cuts. They lift their handpiece off the skin and cut the wool in half. They'll get the judges up here will knock them for it. And then they're judged out the back again with the judges for wool left on, cuts, and any imperfections. Out comes the Rabbit with number 3 with Dave Fagan down the last side on sheep 3. He's got 2 left in the pen. Tommy Wilson, long blow for him. Eli steps up the neck down there. Dave Brooker, couple of big blows over the tail, takes the top knot off. This is only the heats. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go through a semi-final and then do a big final a bit later on. So the pace isn't on yet. The guys are just making sure they take every bit of wool off. Don't make any mistakes. They want to get through to the next round. The speed comes a bit later. David Fagan up the neck once again. He's got 1 left in the pen. Tom's in for sheep 4. Dave Brooker turns for the last side. Where's the Rabbit? Long blow for him. Thank you. The Rabbit goes under the leg, down the last side of David Fagan, turns to the last side on sheep 4, Rabbit's on 3. Dave Brooker, he goes in for number 4. Oh, Tommy Wilson's got a kicker.